All right, welcome back. We've got a new setup today with a really wide lens. So please do comment if you think that this is a good idea. I personally, I think my reason, I keep thinking about this stuff all the time. Like, how do I make these videos better and more like just better to watch? And what I sort of came up with is that, first of all, I really liked the closer up look when it came to the coding part of the videos, or like the building of the app part of the videos. But because then when we crop in on my face and like have it down in the corner somewhere, it you can kind of get a closer up of my face, and it's sort of, I feel like that's better. But for these sort of shots, and whenever I'm filming something on the screen here or whenever I'm filming something that I can't share what I'm doing on the screen, like where I need to do like passwords or setting up accounts, or I don't know, publishing to Google Play, all kinds of things that require me to have some sort of secrecy, then I feel like the shot that's just close up of my upper body or like face is not that interesting to watch. This is sort of more inviting. I feel like you can see more of my space. You get to get a better feel for where I am. And I think a lot about this sort of stuff. Like, what do I want, and what am I trying to do, and what makes one of these types of videos good to watch. And the truth is, I don't really know why someone would watch one of these videos, but other than just to hang out sort of with someone else, which I think makes more sense if you see more of my space. It's sort of like one of the things I really like about the Joe Rogan podcast is, or at least back in the day, I don't really watch it that much anymore, but back in the day I really liked his studio setup and the shot that you saw, because you kind of saw the whole setup and you didn't see them that close up, but you sort of, or a lot of times when you got the double shot of both of them talking, you could see the space, and it was like it looked like a really cozy environment, or nice environment. And I think that's sort of, there is something to that, like keeping or showing off more of the space that I'm in, especially in long form videos. Showing off the space that I'm in will add to it, because it adds to my personality. If I show only my face, then that's the only thing that you see that is me. So everything that is me, I have to deliver through my face and my expressions and what I say. But when you see more of my space, you see my plant, you see my keyboard, maybe how messy or not messy my desk is. You see, I don't know, you don't really see this, but I have my bike behind me here, set up on a trainer. So you just get, and you see my pull-up bar, and yeah, just more of my space, which means it's more information about me, which I think is valuable in these long form videos where it's not edited that much. Because then it's like I at least feel like I like seeing the space that someone's in, and like watching a 2-hour video of someone's head is not going to be, and like that's not something that you're going to do. You're not going to watch 2 hours of a head programming, but you don't see anything of it. But a 2-hour video of this space might be more reasonable to watch because you can see me and you can see the space that I'm in, and I don't know, I feel like it's better. Um, but I don't. I might change this at some point, which I do every now and then. But I hope, I'm very much would like you to comment if you feel like you have anything to say about this. Um, I also should say that I do read every single comment all the time. I might not reply to every comment. I try to, but sometimes there's no need to reply, I don't think. Um, but I try to reply as much as possible, and I do definitely read every single comment. And I think this is something that when I became a YouTuber, which this channel is not very big, there's not that many people watching it compared to like MKBHD, let's say, or I don't know, let's just go with Joe Rogan because we just talked about him. Um, but and I think maybe when you get to that level, you're getting that many comments that it's just you're not going to have time to read every single comment because like MKBHD, let's say I'm going to guess that he's getting a few comments, maybe even a few comments every second. And when you get to that stage, it's like you're not going to be able to read that. But you'd be surprised, I think, by how large channels will actually see every single comment still, because I have another channel that has like 700,000 or 600,000, something like that, subscribers. And when that channel was doing lots of views, lots of comments every day, I was still perfectly capable of reading every single comment, and that made me realize that, oh, I'm actually reading every single comment. That means that this other channel that's also 600,000 subscribers, that person's probably reading every single comment as well. And it means that the person that has a 2 million subscriber channel probably also reads every single comment. And it's it just adds value, or for me it added a lot of value to commenting on videos, because before that I never used to comment on a video because I thought, what's the point, they're never going to see it, and who cares about comments really. But after becoming a YouTuber and seeing, first of all, the value that some comments can add to your videos, not only for me as the creator of the video, but also for the community, I guess, of the people watching the video. Because nowadays I almost always just go straight to the comments, especially if it's like an opinionated video, like what's the best, I don't know, activity tracking watch, let's say. Let's say I'm watching one of those videos. The first thing I'll do is I'll go to the comments and I'll see, do people like disagree with this statement that this video has, or do they agree with it? And it just adds a lot to videos, I think. And it also adds for the creator, because for me, that's making like programming style videos. I, even on this channel, which is getting like 500 views average maybe per video, even on this channel, the comments that I'm getting are helping me make this app better. So like I'm getting so many comments where I don't even think I can, like I probably could count to it, but I there's too many to remember that have helped me on this specific project that I'm working on right now. So, and that's from a channel with like average 500 views per video, which is crazy. And if you expand that to like when the other channel, the 600,000 sub channel that I had or have, was doing like averaging 100,000 100,000 views per video, something like that. You just ramp that help up to 100,000. Like I was getting so much helpful feedback from people, and there's very little like bad comments. If I get something that's like just purely bad, where it's just someone like, you suck, I'm just going to delete that because you're not really helping. If I get criticism that's like not necessarily criticism that I agree with, but just criticism that isn't um, how do you I don't know what the word is for this, but if it's someone criticizing something that's actually like they're adding something to it, they're like, this sucks, you didn't even mention the fact that you can do this, then I'll keep that even if I don't agree with the comment itself, because to me it's like, yeah, well, that's probably a fair point, I don't really know, maybe that's true, who knows. But if someone's just purely negative and they don't really add anything to it, like the person that says that you should have added this, even if I don't agree with that, they at least add something to some context to their comment and to the video, that other people can then read and they can decide for themselves, do I think that this guy should have added this? Um, that I think makes sense. But then if it's someone that's like, your nose is so big, it's like I'm gonna remove, or maybe that's not that mean, but if someone said that or in a mean way, I think you get what I'm saying. That's the type of comments that I have no apprehensions about just deleting those, because it doesn't it doesn't add anything for anyone else. It doesn't add anything for me. It's just negative, and it's not good, I don't think. Negative comments that actually add criticism, like I've had negative comments be the best thing that I have gotten on some videos, where people have been like, really, this is like the top tier level type comment that I'd want, is someone criticizing what I'm doing, but doing it in a way where it's just like you're telling a friend, hey, I think that's probably not how you should do that. It seems like you're working with SQL, but you should probably be looking at, I don't know what the if there even is another one, but um, that sort of stuff is just like, that's great. And I never try to put myself in the position of like, I'm an expert at any of this. So it also, I guess that also helps, because it means that if someone teaches me something or shows me something that I didn't know, I don't really have to care about it that much, because I never pretended to know it to begin with. Whereas if your channel is based on you being an expert in a field, let's say that I'm the expert of programming and I know like that's how I'm portraying myself, then if someone tells me that I made a mistake, that's going to be hurtful to my ego, and it's not going to be that easy to just see that comment and then maybe see other people liking that comment and like people replying to it saying, yeah, I saw that too, he doesn't know what he's talking about, blah blah blah. I could see that being a problem for someone being portraying themselves as an expert. But again, I try to aim for um, staying open to correction and maintaining the fact that I'm not an expert at this stuff. So if you can help me, I very much appreciate it and I welcome it with open arms. Anyway, let's have a look at what we have left to do before we can get the app published. All right. So error handling. When a user is banned and tries signing in or creating an account, okay, so that we need to add errors for that. And then don't send an OTP to banned users. OTP sign up allow users to enter text. Oh yeah. Users banned, log them out immediately. Okay, so now what we want to try to do is create this. We're going to try to handle all of these ones. These are the, well, these are all of the to-dos that are left. But the main thing that we want to do is when a user is banned, log them out immediately with appropriate message to the user. So this is what we want to do now, because what happens now is that when a user gets banned, nothing really happens for that specific user, and until like maybe they exit out of the app, or I don't really know if we even handle it at all. But what we need to do is as soon as that flag changes on the back end, we need to just push them out of the app on the front end. So that's what we're gonna hope that Claude will let us do. Fuck, my hair is annoying. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, some hairspray, and hopefully it should not fall into my eyes constantly. All right. All right, we're gonna have to create two new accounts and start everything over. Okay, I'm getting this error here. Code unexpected failure message database error saving new user. I'm assuming this has to do with the fact that I am reusing phone numbers that have already been used. Rate limits. All right, now it works. So now this should work, which it does. So 0, 0, 0, 0. And then Natalie. Done. Profile picture. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to table editor and then users, and we're gonna select Cal, and we're gonna set that he's been reported 2 times. So now what should happen is if we go into a call and we ban or we report Cal again, he should um, get banned and logged out of the app. So inappropriate behavior. He sucks. Okay, so he has been banned now. That means that the whole thing works, which is good. The only problem is that he wasn't logged out of the app. Why was he not logged out of the app? I don't really know. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, let's try it again and report user. Inappropriate behavior. He sucks. Submit report. Okay, so what this should be doing is it should be running like tests every or checks every 30 seconds to see whether we are banned or not. And if we are banned, then it should log us out. So, I mean, it's been 30 seconds for sure. And it hasn't logged us out. Why not? It's true that he's banned, but there's no. I'm going to print or paste the output here and say that because it seems like we're getting output that says that we're banned. Handling banned user, ban detection service. User has been banned, handling logout. But it doesn't log the user out. Okay, we're gonna try it again. All right, so what should happen now is when a user gets banned, they should pop out of the app or out onto the welcome screen where they can sign up or create an account, which they won't be able to do because they have a banned phone number. But I also fixed a problem, which is when on an iPhone at least, when you like type in a phone number and then get a one-time code that you need to type in, what will happen is here on top of the little text input field, you will get like a little thing that will expand up and it will say the actual code. So it will like auto detect that you got a text message with a code and it will assume that this is for that app. And then you can press that and it will automatically input. I'll see if I can get this on video without sharing my phone number. Okay. So now you can see that I got a text there. So if I press that, it auto-filled in the text, which it didn't do before. It didn't auto-fill in the numbers. And it also didn't allow for that little extra space on the keyboard or input thing. So now that is handled as well, which is really good. So now we move on to testing out the ban. Okay, so we first of all need to go to the user, and then we need to set the user to have 3 or 2 reports. So wait, which one is it? Cal. Okay. So this user has 2 reports, and then we connect them and repeat the process that we've done a few times today. Report user. Inappropriate behavior. He sucks. Why do I always write suckies? Oh, and we got logged out straight away. That's really good. So now we're logged out. Now we're going to try to log back in to see, can we create an account? No, so we got through the whole process of getting a text message, but then we just got back to the sign up screen. What should happen is we should actually not even send the code. So I don't know where that should be taken care of, but I'm gonna write to Claude here on the web. All right, now we should have a better handling um, of the ban. So when you try to sign back in or try to create another account using a banned phone number, we don't bother to send you a one-time code. You just get some sort of error message, but I don't know what that error message is going to be, which we're going to see now. But some sort of error message you're going to get. Mm. Okay, so we got an error actually. So error checking phone ban. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, now it sent the one-time code anyway, even though the user is banned. Let's try it one more time. And hopefully this time it works. If it works, then we've successfully handled 3 to-dos today, which is good. Actually, we will have handled 4 to-dos if this gets done correctly. Oh. The annoying thing is that it takes like, I mean, I don't know if it takes 30 or 60 seconds to run the app every time. So every time the build fails, we have to wait another like 60 seconds, which is frustrating. Build succeeded. Good job. So now we will try it again. Create account, and then I will use my phone number. The phone number has been suspended and cannot be used to create an account. That is what the error message looks like. And I'm happy with that. I mean, it doesn't really move us anywhere, which is fine because we shouldn't be moved anywhere. Let's try to sign in too. No, same thing there. Phone numbers associated with a banned account or suspended account. Perfect. That works. That means that, I mean, today was super productive. We got all of these things done. So when a user is banned, log them out immediately with an appropriate message to the user. I don't think we have an appropriate message to the user, but that's okay. OTP sign up, allow user to enter the text. That was the thing where it like pops up the one-time code on the keyboard, and you can just press that now and it will auto-populate the text fields, which is good. Don't send a one-time code to banned users. We've done that. And then error handling. So when a user is banned and tries to sign into an account, we need to handle that error, which we now do by saying this is associated with a suspended account. Perfect. Now, here are really all of the to-dos that are left. We need account deletion, and we need to be able to set our age to like reset our age if we accidentally set it wrong. So change age, account deletion, and then when the next button is pressed, it shouldn't add a dislike to the person. But like these two are not urgent. This one is the only one that's like absolutely needed, because once that one is done, then I believe we can upload it to Google Play and we have all the stuff that they require for us to have in order for us to be able to upload an app to testing even. But I think while we're at it, these two things are going to be good to just sort out as well, because they're kind of nice to have. And yeah, I mean, we're doing well. We're doing well. The app is coming together. It's looking a lot better too. Like it was ready, I felt like, to be published when I went to my family and tested it. But then as soon as you do that, you just realize that, okay, it's not ready at all. Now it feels like I'm sort of like polishing the final product a little bit more, and it's coming together. It's looking more presentable, I think. So I'm very happy with where we're at so far. The next thing is just to finish this stuff so that I'm excited for the next test, because the next test is going to be probably going to show us even more stuff that's like, or not even more, but like some more things that we need to handle. But seeing the result of handling the bugs that occurred in the first test, seeing the result now of how much better the app feels, looks, and just handles is very rewarding, to be honest. And it also makes me excited about whatever future things might make the app even better. So yeah, I'm very much excited, and we're gonna call it a day here because I have other things I need to get done today. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one on Wednesday. And again, let me know what you think of the whole wide screen, wide angle lens, and I'll read your comments.